Hey everyone, welcome back to Llamas Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. Today I'm participating in the Stencil It Up collaboration hosted by C from CJ's DIY, Krista from Krista's Crafty Life, and LaParsha from Creating It My Own. Their channel links along with the playlist link will be in my description box. Please check everyone out. Let's start crafting. So I'm starting out with this rough piece of lumber that I had in my stash. It is, I'll show you the measurements here in a couple seconds. It's what, 5.5 by 17 inches long. Next, using this stencil that I had in my stash, I'm going to center it the best I can, and I'm going to tape it down with some tape. And then I also put some tape over top of that little sun there because I didn't want that part. And then I also put some tape along those squiggly lines because I know if I didn't, I would have accidentally went over on it with the wrong color. Now using salmon coral, I'm going to, with a makeup sponge brush, I'm going to just dab it all along the Hello Summer. And I do this twice just to darken it up a bit. Taking off the tape. After the Hello Summer is dry, I'm going to replace the tape on where the Hello Summer is. And we're going to do those little squiggly lines there. We're going to use Provincial Blue. It's hard to read. Taking off the stencil, and this is how it turned out. Now, taking a sun that I had on another stencil, I'm going to sponge on Daffodil Yellow. It's just an acrylic paint. And this is how it turned out. And your project is complete. As you can see, I forgot to record. I added some jute wire on the sides, and I also added a jute wire hanger on the back. But I love it. My husband thinks the Hello Summer should be in like an orange color, so it pops out a little better. He might be right. I might go and change that. Next craft. I have these two little dowels that I cut off something else that I had, and this other piece of rough lumber. This one is really rough, but I like it. The rougher the better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a half paint with that oatmeal chalk paint. Now taking these sticky letters, I'm going to put on my sticker letters that'll spell out welcome to my. And I do use a ruler and make sure it's all nice and level. And then I burnish it down really well with my fingers. Now using these poster board stickers, I'm also going to stick on the word garden. And again, I use my ruler to make sure it's all nice and even, and I burnish it down with my fingers. And you're going to see it all because no one knows how to stick down stickers and spell garden, right? Next, taking some moss colored paint. It's chalk paint. I'm going to do another messy coat on top, making sure I go over all those words more so than the rest of the board. We're doing a reverse stencil. And there's no rhyme or reason to the messy coat, just to the way you like it, really. And then I also add some of that moss color onto the dowels to make it match. Taking my little pokey tool, we're going to remove all these letters. Now I'm doing this while the paint is still wet because last time I used those poster board stickers and I let it dry, they stuck and left residue all over my board. So this time I said, nope, no letting it dry. I'm going to take it off when it's wet. And it all turned out perfect. I don't think I make you watch the whole thing. Nope. Next, what we're going to do is taking the two dowels, using my measuring tape. I'm going to measure in, I think I went in 6 inches on either side, and marking it with a little marker. Then with some wood glue and some hot glue, we're going to add those dowels to the bottom where we put that little mark. This way I had them somewhat even so it didn't look wonky on me. I like how it turned out. Wood glue and hot glue, and add it to the board. Giving it a good sanding, just so it all kind of gets all nice and blended together. Then taking this stencil of a sunflower, I'm going to adhere it to the side of the word garden. And using different colored paints, I'm going to use burnt umber, daffodil yellow, this dark green color, I can't see the name, and this metallic copper. And I'm going to paint the sunflower with all these different colors of paints. I like painting. It's kind of relaxing. And I do this same little sunflower on the other side of the word garden as well. Peeling it off. And after that's done, this little sign is complete. I love it. Stands up on the little two dowels. You could stick it into your garden. I think it's so pretty. Last craft. Again, taking another piece of scrap wood. I believe it's the same size as the first one, and I think I show you here. Yes, about 5.5 by 17 inches. And I'm going to try a different way of stenciling. So I'm going to take this stencil that says Home Sweet Home. We're going to turn it over. And this time I'm going to use some spray adhesive. I'm going to spray it all over the back of this stencil. And then we're going to adhere it in the center as best we can to this board. And rub it down with your hand. Taping over those two little hearts, because I didn't want those hearts on there. Then using some rich black folk art home decor chalk paint, I'm going to paint on the words home, both of them, with this black. My hope for this was that it wasn't going to stick too much to the board. And then we're going to paint the word sweet with provincial blue. I really like this color. It's a nice blue. And again, just using a paintbrush. And fingers crossed. Let's hope it works out. Peeling it off. It was a little hard to peel it off because it was stuck there pretty good. But in the end, it worked out perfectly. But now the back of my stencil is super sticky. So I had to sit there and wait for the stickiness to go away before I could put it away. And look at that. No bleed through. Now, taking some jute rope, I'm going to tack it down to the back of this sign just with some hot glue. And if you notice, I did this same thing on the first sign. Wrap it around 3 times. 4 times? 4 times. Cut it with my scissors. Tack it down with some more hot glue, and I do the same thing to the other side. And then I take this wired jute rope, clip off how much I need, stretch it out using my staple gun. I go right on top of that other jute rope and I staple it down on both sides. Push it up, the part that's still down, so that it doesn't all slip through. Add in another staple. Add some hot glue on top for extra security. And this little sign is done as well. I love it. I would like to thank the ladies for hosting this challenge. I had fun creating it. I don't use a lot of stencils in my projects, so this was fun. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Hit that like button. Don't forget that little bell. It is an absolute free way to supporting me and supporting my channel and letting YouTube know to show my videos to other people. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. So happy that you always return and support me. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. See you later. Bye.